If you're starting a business or just want a space that helps you focus and grow, then you will want to check out Spark House at the University of Lincoln.
It's right in the heart of the city with creative energy and practical support.
They've got flexible office spaces, specialist business mentoring with physical tenancies.
And they even have virtual office options if you're not quite ready for a full-time desk.
Having supported over 1,000 businesses since opening, Spark House has a track record for helping startups succeed.
If you need an office space in Lincoln, email sparkhouse@lincoln.ac.uk and check out the show notes for that email address to get in touch. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Brand New Podcast, the very last podcast episode of 2025. And what a year it has been, and we both hope it's been a real prosperous year for you growing your personal brands. To mark a special, we're going to be reviewing our top 3 episodes and as well as looking at what is to come in 2026 to help you with your personal brand. So, out of all our podcasts this year, Kaz, what was the top performing? I feel like we should have written down like our little, what we thought it might be and then see what.
I know, right? Because I don't think I would have thought it would have been this one if I hadn't looked at the stats or the analytics from it. But looking at the stats and the analytics, our top performing podcast from the season was Personal Branding for Introverts.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of introverts out there that are quite interested. Hello, everybody.
Hiding, but slowly
coming out of the woodwork.
like that. Okay, or want to come out. They're showing keenness to come out. Yeah. How do you get yourself forward? Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess it is maybe speaking to people out in the wild when we do, like there is a lot of fear and a lot of people that aren't confident with putting themselves out there. So maybe that makes sense because maybe they are a bit more introverted, possibly. You know, the extroverts are out there, they're chucking themselves out there, they're doing it, they're getting out there and they're not worrying at all, are they? But maybe some of the other people are holding back a bit.
Yeah.
And I think what was great about that episode was when we were sharing about how being authentic is your superpower. So if you are an introvert, that's okay.
Yep.
And use that and be that introverted type of person, even on camera if you can, or in your posts or how you're sharing yourself. Because again, people are going to meet you in person. So if you're trying to be larger than life and then they meet you in person, it's going to be like, hold on, you're not like this really. And also people will connect with you because you're not the only introvert on the planet.
Yep.
So other introverts will also be connected to you and be inspired by you as well. And also, I think I'm maybe a bit extroverted, but even I love an introvert because it gives me that like, there's quite a time watching an introvert. It's like, there's no stress. There's no like high cortisol levels being released. It's just calming. It's very calming. It's soothing. It's quite nice. It's like a mini holiday break. Watching an introvert in the nicest way.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
I mean, everyone's noisy on social media. Do you know what I mean? There's loud, forceful presences out there in terms of personal brands. And actually, embracing what it is that makes you different is it's far greater than trying to match them or compete, especially when that's not you and not your personal brand.
And what were we talking about before in the last episode? The law of attraction and the energetics. If that is not you, trying to be that to your audience, that mismatch, it won't land. So then, Toby, we've done the top performing episode of the year. What about the second top performing?
So coming in second, I wasn't expecting this one either, was how to grow an army of loyal followers. Yeah. Which this episode I remember finding quite interesting because everyone thinks about growth, don't they? Like, how do I make my audience bigger? I want to reach more people, rather than focusing on if that audience isn't the right group of people, it's meaningless to an extent. Like, you're getting your brand out there, but you're not getting them in front of people who are going to want to purchase from you, work with you, whatever the service or product is that you offer.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like for yourself, you're in Lincoln. There's no point in you creating a massive personal brand that's sharing in Australia or the United States because they're never going to come here and get your services. So concentrating less on the follower numbers, but maybe more about impact and impacting the right people, isn't it?
And I'm going to use this as a segue. You'll enjoy this. Speaking of people around the globe, we do have Spotify and Apple podcast listeners around the globe, and it shows us a little dot on the map. So we'd love to hear from you. If you've come across the Brand New Podcast and you are finding this valuable, get in touch and let us know where you are, what you're up to, and what you're taking from this.
Yeah, we've
There
got
you go.
Instagram now, haven't we? So
got
at Brand New
Instagram.
Podcast. So message us on there. And also, we're talking about this from probably our perspective being in the UK, but actually, if you are further afield, have you got any questions from further afield that we might not have thought of before that, again, we can research, we can look into, we can cover in further episodes as well? The other thing that we can go back onto for the follower post and building an army of loyal followers, actually maybe you don't need to so much nowadays, because you can have 5,000 followers on a platform, but one of your posts could reach millions of people still. So actually follower numbers doesn't mean that you're going to get more eyes on your post now. You can get eyes on your post if you're a smaller creator too. So there's less onus on that nowadays and more actually on, again, creating that impact through your content and getting the right stuff out there to the right people. And then that will get more eyeballs on it.
Podcast.
Third top performing podcast of this season was Is Your Personal Brand Future Proof? And I think that is a great topic actually. And I think as a world and as a digital world especially, with that buzzword at the moment, AI coming in, everything is changing and is about to change rapidly.
Yeah.
So I think trying to learn more about the changes that are coming, about how can you utilize that potentially to help your growth.
Yeah.
Because I do think that I'm nervous for AI because obviously like there's uncertainty to it. We don't know all of it yet. It's a new thing. It's like when the internet came in, there was uncertainty, but now we know how to utilize it. It's cool. I do think we'll be fine. But what I think is we're almost at that internet stage. Like I was too young when the internet came along to be able to do anything with the internet to maximize whatever I want to achieve in life. I was too young back then. I think I was about 10 or something when it became mainstream. I am not too young anymore. This is where being 40 right now is a superpower because I've got all the experience that I've got. I'm still young enough to learn this new kind of tools and everything. And actually, I think we're stood at the cusp of a really big boom that people could utilize. And there's a lot of talk at the moment about your personal brand is you and it's one person. But with the use of AI alongside that, you can scale so much easier, so much bigger than you ever thought possible, utilizing less of your time as well.
Yeah.
So I think we're just stood at a really exciting point where people could see massive growth. There's going to be people coming out of this next couple of years that are going to radically change their worlds for the better.
Absolutely. And I think that moves us nicely on to our 3 points looking forward to next year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of what we're going to be looking for when it comes to building your personal brand. But something I will touch on that we're going to aim to do moving forward as well is, as much as we will talk about AI, we're going to talk as much as we can about how to not just feel overwhelmed, as much as there'll be people saying you need to do this, you're going to miss out, or like you say, one tool that was relevant last week seems irrelevant this week because something else has blossomed. So it's trying to make sure that we all approach this with as much grace and excitement about using them, and only using what's like practical to us, not feeling we have to do everything.
Yeah, and a few weeks ago I was on an AI summit that a few massive business people ran, and again it was trying to get people to look at AI in a different way and in how they can utilize it. And one of the top things that they said on that to help with overwhelm was pick one tool.
Yeah.
Pick one tool that you can start diving into, learn more about, start using, start learning how you can basically use it to benefit you. Get really good at that one thing instead of thinking again like 500 tools, I need them all, and you can't be an expert in absolutely everything. So, but one tool, one AI tool, one good AI tool, when you get to know that, it's still going to revolutionize your world more than not having any help.
Yeah.
So yeah, one tool with that one, but we'll go more into that in 2026, won't we?
So on to 2026, what are we predicting are going to be the big game changers and things to focus on for personal branding?
So there's probably a lot coming in 2026 again with AI. It's going to change the game a lot. But I think one of the things that I think is going to come in 2026 is definitely more kind of moving away from that content creator, influencer type thing to becoming kind of almost micro authorities / thought leaders in a space. So it's less about, it's more about the value that you can offer people and less about the noise that's out there online, I guess.
And algorithms are kind of going to push that, aren't they? The more value-led stuff.
Yeah.
And the ideas.
Yeah. The more value you can give out, the more it hooks people in and keeps them on a platform. So the algorithm wants to keep you on that platform. So it's going to love you more for doing that. So yeah, more value, value, which is great because I think we've all got so much value to share. And I think it's going to be so good. And not only for everybody learning it, but also everyone being able to share it as well. How nice is that to give back to the world? So Toby, what do you reckon? What would be your second prediction for 2026?
So I think we're looking at sort of following on from the value-led, keeping up personality-led posts. So that as much as there's AI kind of cookie cutter style posts out there, I think the algorithms are going to start favouring those that are giving their personal opinion on things and shifting away from generic business stuff. And I think it's got to happen because we need to keep things engaging. We need to keep things as valuable as possible, and our influencers are going to be so automated to an extent that I think I read something the other day about like Walmart working with ChatGPT at the moment, so that you'll be able to look for a Christmas gift and make the purchase within ChatGPT through Walmart. So it will say, here's something we think would be great for Auntie Vanessa. And you can go, yeah, great, all right, buy, purchase, enter your card details sorted. So, with that comes, how do we make sure that all our content we're sharing is as important to the AI so that we're coming up in that as well?
More human, really, isn't it? Like personality, human led. And it was interesting, again, on the AI summit the other day, they were saying about how to be happier with the use of AI. And it was actually looking at the two sides of our brain, right and left hand side, are actually two different things and work in different ways. So the left side is more analytical. So that's your AI side, that's your pattern recognition, that's your admin tasks that can just get done by anybody. Use AI to do that kind of repetitive task. Take that off of your plate. But what humans really love and what makes life worth living is the right-hand side of the brain, which is the creative side. It's the love side, the connection side, the human side. You use more of that, and then you let AI use more of the other side of it. And then together, you've created more harmony and greatness that you love in your life. And then you've utilized AI to take the repetitive tasks out that you don't even like anyway. So that's really interesting. I'm looking forward to that for next year. More of that. Yeah, more of the human, more of that connection, more feeling, more emotiveness. Yeah.
So then, third prediction, what we're going for?
Third prediction is I think platforms are going to favour video more next year. I mean, it's already been kind of creeping that way anyway during 2025, hasn't it? Like different algorithms have switched. Even LinkedIn now kind of has been liking video a bit more. I think we're just going to go down more of that route. And again, it feeds into everything, doesn't it? And I know AI can do video, I get that, but you trust someone way more through video. You get to know them, you get to like them, you get to trust them more. But also it keeps you on a platform.
Yeah,
people don't want to read necessarily lots of stuff anymore. They want to see you talking about that thing that they want to know and then move on. So video is going to be really big, which I guess we might need to do a special introvert video one for next year, because actually, how do you stand out on video when you do not want to be on video, when
Yeah.
you hate video. Is there anything out there? There's a tool that I use at the moment that's a great one that's got like a video prompter thing on the screen.
Right.
So it looks like you're reading it. So little things
Is
like
that the one that corrects your eyes?
Oh, I don't know if it corrects my eyes.
There's
actually.
one where you can
Wow, it's
have your script there and you can be reading it, and then it will correct the eye contact.
Oh,
so
so the
that
eye's looking at
so
the
it's at the
camera.
screen all the time.
Whoa, no, I haven't seen that.
But
This puts the
pretty well.
teleprompter on your screen, so
Oh,
you're
that's
looking
good,
up
yeah.
at it anyway. So it
Yeah.
and it's not that the screen isn't that big, so it doesn't look like you're reading
Yeah,
across.
yeah.
It's literally like quick sentences. So
Yeah, that's good.
but tools out there like that.
Yeah,
Let's
definitely gonna be
uncover more
useful.
of that next year for people. But video, yeah. So those of you who started and got brave with video this year, well done. You're going to be nailing video next year. Those of you who haven't dipped your toe into video yet, let's take you there. Let's get you on camera speaking. Scary, but it's good, isn't it?
That's it.
So that concludes our podcast in 2025. We will be back in 2026 again with lots of juicy topics for you, all about personal branding, so you can grow your personal brands along with us. And we just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who has followed, listens, likes, comments on any of our social media posts that we share, all the people that we've met in person that have said that they're really loving this podcast as well. Just thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And also a big, big thank you to Spark House too, who have sponsored this season of the podcast. We are in Spark House now. It is a great building for anybody in Lincoln or Lincolnshire that needs office space. And they're really good at helping scale your business with you as well. So they've got smaller rooms if you want to start out with, or co-working spaces, right up to then fully fledged your own office spaces as well. So speak to them if you need any office space in Lincoln city centre, like literally right in the heart of the centre, aren't we?
And that's not even coming from the tenant of Spark House.
I
So there you go. What a sales pitch that was.
I just pitch up and use it for the podcast. Toby is actually here, so you get to hang out with Toby as
They
well,
get-
like
you get to see me.
IRL in real life.
That's not bonus enough. Happy New Year, everybody, from the brand new podcast, and we look forward to seeing you in 2026.
Here's to branding you in the new year.